Welcome to day 4 of the Foundation series. Today we're going to be learning 2 new poses, low lunge and half splits. You might want to have a few props on hand, a couple of blocks, and a blanket. When you're ready, find a nice comfortable seat, propping your sits bones with a blanket or a pillow, tipping the pelvis forward, sitting back, and allowing the spine to grow nice and tall, crown of the head reaching up for the sky. Untuck the chin, allowing the head to rest easily at the top of the spine. Let's take a cleansing breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, open the mouth and exhale. Then we'll start to move. Reach your right arm up and over, stretching through the side of the body. And switch sides, reaching left arm up and over. Take a twist to the left, letting your fingertips rest on the ground behind you to support a tall spine. Switch your twist, turning to the right. Now start to move from your seat into tabletop pose. Place your wrists directly underneath your shoulders, knees under hips, finding a nice sturdy coffee table shape. Warming up the spine, let's connect breath and movement with some cats and cows. As you inhale, drop the belly for cow pose. Exhale, arch the spine for cat pose, squeezing the belly tight. Keep going, inhaling as you drop the belly into cow pose, and exhaling, rounding the spine into cat pose. Move at your own pace, with your own breath. One more round of movement. And come back to tabletop. We're going to learn a couple of new poses. Our first new pose is low lunge. So from tabletop, draw your right foot up to the space between your hands. Try to make this move first without using your hands, but if your foot gets stuck halfway there, you can move it into place with one of your hands. Now pay attention to where your knee is in relation to your ankle. You want to stack your knee directly over your ankle. Once you've got your foot in place, you can stay here in a grounded low lunge with hands on the mat or hands on blocks. And if you feel stable here, you can start to lift your hands, reaching them up overhead. We'll stay here in low lunge for a couple of breaths. Our second new pose today is half splits. We're going to transition right from low lunge into half splits. So if your hands are lifted, bring them back down to your blocks or to the mat, and we'll gently shift the hips back, letting your right leg straighten. It doesn't have to straighten all the way, especially if you're already experiencing a lot of sensation with the knee bent. But whether your leg straightens or not, try to align your left hip directly over your left knee. Now draw your awareness to your spine. In this pose, we forward fold over the front extended leg. The fold doesn't have to be a deep fold, but no matter where you are in your fold, make sure it starts from your hips. Instead of rounding the spine to bring your head closer to your leg, imagine a hinge right at your hips, drawing your belly closer to your thigh. Let's slowly move out of half splits, shifting forward and stepping your right foot back into tabletop pose. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to repeat these two poses on the left side of the body. So gently draw your left foot up between your hands, giving it a little assist with your hand if it needs it. Check to make sure your knee is aligned directly above your ankle. Bring your hands to your blocks if you're using them. And from here, if you feel stable, you could start to lift your hands, reaching them up overhead. Hold this pose for just a few more breaths. Now we'll make the transition into half splits. Bring your hands back down to your blocks or the mat and gently shift the hips back, letting your legs start to grow straight. Right hip is directly over right knee. Before you forward fold, think about where you want your fold to come from. Are you rounding your spine in an attempt to bring your face closer to your leg? If you are, come back to a nice tall spine and imagine your body hinging at the hips. Move to bring your belly a little closer to your thigh. Spend just a couple more breaths here. And slowly come back to tabletop, shifting forward and stepping your left foot back. Start to make your way now from tabletop down onto your back. Once you're there, we'll take a gentle twist. With feet on the earth, knees bent, let the knees fall over to the left, bringing your right arm out in the opposite direction. Pause here, allowing your eyes to softly close as you feel your body start to melt into the mat. Slowly switch your twist. Let your knees fall over to the right, left arm reaching out in the opposite direction. Pause. Close your eyes softly, relaxing the muscles of the face, and breathe. Draw your knees back to center and set yourself up for our final pose, Shavasana. Take up plenty of space on your mat, letting legs grow long, feet at least mat's distance apart, toes falling out to the sides. Arms are long down by the sides with palms facing up, heart space nice and open. Find a sensation of melting downwards into the mat. As we let it all go, we'll take a cleansing breath and settle in for our Shavasana. Breathe in deeply through the nose, open the mouth, and let it go. Shavasana.